Today we are going to discuss about meditation and Preksha meditation. And in the same session, we will also practice some meditation. What is meditation? Why we have to practice it? And what is Preksha meditation, which is a special technique among many different meditations. So what is uniqueness of Preksha meditation that we will learn in this class? Let me share my presentation so that you can follow what I am telling. What and why meditation? Though we all know that what is utility of meditation in our life and why we are pursuing meditation, instead of that, we should learn the actual motto of practicing meditation. And for that, we have to know what is meditation. First of all, we have to know that meditation is meant for a spiritual purpose in Indian tradition, in Indian culture. The original word for spirituality in Indian culture is adhyatma. It means to be in one's authentic self. Hence, spirituality in Indian term is neither religion nor morality. It is neither mysticism nor idealism. It is neither spiritism nor occultism in Western sense. It is something transcendental and innate, especially pertaining to our own pure inner self. You know that India has three main ancient traditions: Jainism, Buddhism, and Hinduism. All the three traditions have very strong footing into spirituality, and therefore they are also having very deep practices of meditation. According to all these traditions, the summum bonum or highest goal of human life is moksha. That is liberation from the circle of birth and death forever, or realization of pure and perfect inner self. To achieve this particular goal of spirituality or spiritual growth, all these three traditions emphasize on practice of meditation. Meditation is a powerful means to realize the authentic self. Yoga, which is taken in the sense of the physical and breathing exercise today, is necessary for a meditator also to get physical health and fitness to sit in meditation for a longer period. So we have understood that yoga is also a part of meditation or to realize the spiritual goal of meditation. Now, what is meditation? There are several definitions you can find here and there, but there are two main definitions which we have to understand. There is one text which is written by Patanjali in 2nd century BCE, and this text is well known, well received, well read in all universities wherever there is some course of meditation or yoga. In this particular text, you will find the definition of meditation or for meditation, and that is Chitta Vritti Nirodho Yoga. It means to stop diversions of mind is meditation or yoga. Here you can see that the term meditation and yoga are interchangeable. They are synonymous of each other and not just for standing for physical exercise or meditation. Another definition which we find in the text, which is written by Acharya Tulsi in 20th century, and this text is known as Manonushasana. In this particular text, he has given very comprehensive and very wider definition of meditation. In this particular definition, he says, Ekagri Manah Sanniveshanam Yoga Nirodho Va Dhyanam. It means to concentrate mind on one object for a longer period is meditation, or to stop physical, vocal, and mental fickleness is meditation. So in this sense, we can see that when we stop our stop changing of mind and concentrate on one object for a longer period, then it is known as meditation. So meditation is a kind of long concentration on one and the same object. And in its higher or deeper practice, you can stop all physical, mental, and vocal fickleness or activities. That is the deeper meditation. In true sense, we can say, or higher sense, meditation is meant to develop the power of concentration to realize our own authentic self. That's why in Preksha meditation, it is said that the meditation is being practiced for self-realization. Now, why meditate? Why we should meditate? Why we are pursuing meditational practices? So there are so many purposes to pursue anything like meditation or any other. But here we can say that meditation may appear to mean different things to different people because it contributes to increase physical, nervous, as well as spiritual energies. It helps at all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. On the physical level, it helps each bodily cell to revitalize itself. It facilitates digestion, it makes respiration more efficient, and it improves circulation and quality of blood, etc. On the mental level, it proves to be an applied method to train the mind to concentrate on one object for a longer period. It cleans and relaxes the mind. It offers a way to treat serious psychosomatic illness without drugs. It is an efficient tool for ending addictions and other bad habits. It reveals to one the mysteries of his mind by the realization of the real subconscious and the unconscious mind. On the emotional level, the strengthening of conscious reasoning controls reactions to environmental conditions, situations, and behaviors of others. Harmonization of the functioning of nervous and endocrine systems result in control and ultimate eradication of psychological distortions. On the spiritual level, the firm control of the reasoning mind, regulation and transformation of blood chemistry through proper synthesization of neuroendocrinal secretions and productions of dispassionate internal vibrations lead one to attain freedom from anguish and infatuation and to become free from the effects of mental afflictions and torments. And ultimately, it helps to realize our own pure and perfect authentic self. Now, what is Preksha meditation? This is a unique technique and very comprehensive, all-encompassing, scientific, and spiritual. So what is Preksha meditation? Preksha meditation is especially propounded or given by Acharya Mahapragya, who was the great sage of 20th and 21st century. He was a great yogi, philosopher, prolific writer, poet, and religious leader, or very influential religious leader of his time. He has given Preksha meditation. According to him, Preksha meditation is a unique technique of meditation based on scientific and ancient wisdom. Preksha meditation is a Jain practice of meditation. It is focused on inner transformation and self-realization. As I have said, the highest goal of meditation or practicing meditation is self-realization. The term Preksha comes from the ancient language Prakrit, and in that language, the word is Beha. The original word is Beha, meaning to observe or perceive without liking and disliking. This Preksha stands for pure perception. When the experience is contaminated with pleasure and pain, like and dislike, perception loses its primary position, and instead of knowing reality as such, we start reacting to the situation. Preksha meditation has been proven to decrease emotional or psychological distress. Various aspects of Preksha meditation are being applied to Western forms of psychological therapy, and there are multiple ways to Preksha meditation, but the focus of all the practices is self-acceptance and understanding. Now, why perception and not thinking? In Preksha meditation, we give emphasis on perception rather than contemplative thinking. So why it is so? There is an aphorism, Sampikkai Appagamappa Enam, which is especially given in the text in the canon, Dasve Adi. And this aphorism forms the basic principle for this unique system of Preksha meditation. It simply means see yourself through yourself. That is, to perceive and realize the most subtle aspects of consciousness by our conscious mind. Hence, to see is the fundamental principle of this meditation. Thus, this technique is basically not concentration of thought, but concentration of perception. The term meditation, which is pronounced as Dhyan in Indian term, is usually defined as the concentration of thinking on a particular subject for a longer period. The mind is the instrument of thinking as well as perception, and when it is linked with Preksha or perception, then meditation becomes a concentration of perception and not of thought. Though both thinking as well as seeing assist in ascertaining and knowing the truth, the latter is more potent than the former. Why it is so? In Jainism, to perceive and to know is given more prominence than to think, contemplate, and know. This is because perception is strictly concerned with the phenomena of the present. It is neither a memory of the past nor an imagination of future. Whatever is happening at the moment of perception must necessarily be a reality. The process of perception therefore excludes a mere appearance or imagination, which is done sometimes during the meditational practices. Now, what is the aim of Preksha meditation? Preksha meditation is based on the wisdom of the ancient philosophy and has been formulated in terms of the modern scientific concepts. The synthesis of the ancient wisdom and modern scientific knowledge will help us in achieving the blissful aim of establishing amity, peace, and happiness in the world by eradicating cruelty, retaliation, and hate. Besides it, Preksha meditation aims to change perception in such a way that the mind can transcend the limitation of the physical brain. As James, the psychologist, says, our normal waking alertness is but one special type of consciousness, while it's all about it, parted from it by the flimsiest of screens. There lie many potential forms of consciousness, entirely different. Preksha leads to what lies beyond the normal waking alertness or conscious mind. Now we would try to learn what kind of methods are used in Preksha meditation to move into deeper meditation. The different methods of Preksha include various techniques of meditation. All these methods are aimed to bring the ultimate transformation in our inner consciousness, where there is no need to sermonize for adopting virtues and giving up evils. When one starts practicing perception, one experiences himself that he is changing. His anger and fear are subdued, and that one is getting transformed into a righteous person. There are 12 components of Preksha meditation. Among them, 4 are supportive and 8 are various techniques of meditation. Now we would learn about all these 12 components of Preksha meditation in very short in the succeeding slides. Before we come to the particular components, we should also know that this course is including yoga and therapy. So why we need this yoga and therapy along with meditational practices? So in this age of technology, industrialization, and over-urbanization, we are constantly subjected to tremendous stresses and tensions. These in turn produce psychosomatic diseases like hypertension, insomnia, and various types of heart troubles. In desperation, people start drinking and taking dangerous drugs, which give temporary relief but create more serious problems. The remedy does not lie in drugs or fantasy, but in the process of catharsis and development of inherent powers. Today, eminent doctors, specialists, and general practitioners alike have realized that meditation is a powerful therapy, both for healing and maintaining a good health. Irrefutable scientific proofs are available to show that meditation and consciously achieved total relaxation can cure and prevent any number of diseases which are caused by tension and stress. Meditation and yoga also boost immune system to fight with the environmental pollution and viruses. We have also practiced meditation during the COVID-19 period, and we have found that meditation helped us to overcome the problem of virus even, and it helps to create antibody in the body to face such kind of virus problems. The improvement of physical health or cure and prevention of serious illness without injurious drugs, though a valuable contribution, is not the only or even the chief objective of meditation. Meditation is in fact an apparatus for controlling one's irrational instincts of anger, aggression, cruelty, vindictiveness, and fear, etc. It is a process of remedying inner incompleteness and reducing inner discord, as aptly said by William James. Thus, in a nutshell, we can say the main objective of meditation is not to acquire physical goodness only, but to acquire total psychical goodness by eradicating all evil from one's thought, speech, and action. Now we would learn about each and every component which are mentioned, which are used, or which are the part of Preksha meditation. There are 4 components which are known as supportive components, which help us to get physical fitness, good health, stamina, and physical state, so that we can sit in meditation for a longer period and can go into deeper level of our own self. So these 4 supporting components are asana, which is known as physical exercise, pranayam, breathing exercise, dhvani, mantra meditation or sound therapy, mudra, hand postures. Asana, which is known as physical exercise or yoga today. Asana is the physical exercise in yoga that results in flexibility and stability in the body. This is the most popular form of meditation in the West. This practice involves moving your body in specific poses that are designed to help cleanse and heal our body. This practice has been documented to help with many physical impairments and can reduce problems in joints. And this is the reason we are finding that there is some facility of physiotherapist in each and every hospital to show different physical exercises for different problems. The second supporting component of Preksha meditation is pranayama, which is known as breathing exercise. Pranayama is a collection of breathing exercises developed by the ancient yogis for purification, mental focus, rejuvenation, and healing. The term pran translates into life force energy, and yam translates into control or mastery of. Thus, pranayama is a breathing technique used to control, cultivate, and modify the amount, quality, flow, and direction of vital energy in the body. Pranayama is often defined simply as breath control, and is a primary component in a traditional yoga practice. We will learn about pranayama and different types of pranayama with their benefits in the particular class when the topic will be taken as the main topic of that particular week. Now we would see that the third component, which is supporting component of Preksha meditation, is dhvani. Dhvani means either you can say sound or mantra, a special sense. It is a kind of mantra meditation, which is also the part of a meditation. Everybody cannot enter into the thoughtless state of mind. They can start chanting some mantra with full concentration and eventually enter into the deeper level of their consciousness. So dhvani or mantra is also very supportive tool to enter into deeper meditation. It is also a very simple technique in which one focuses on the spiritual and healing powers of a particular sound Although this practice of sounds looks very strange at first, but when one concentrates on the sounds like Om or Aham, then he finds it very relaxing and powerful. This type of meditation can be practiced by repeating a phrase or by using a resonating mental tone, which is very much used in Buddhist meditation. Now, the fourth component, supporting component is mudra, that is hand postures. You can say body postures in wider sense, but here we are taking in the sense of hand postures. Our hands are one of the most important and frequently used parts of our bodies, yet are prone to various injuries and strains. As such, it is important to protect them, and that is where hand yoga comes in. You might not expect it, but hand poses constitute a huge part of the yoga library. Also known as mudras, these are a collection of hand gestures believed to facilitate the flow of healing energy called pran in Sanskrit and thereby heal many diseases. These different hand postures we will learn when we will discuss this topic in particular week. Now we are coming to main components, which are 8. These are the main 8 techniques of meditation. The first is Vichar, Preksha, perception of thought. Second is Kaya, observe relaxation with self-awareness. Antaryatra, it is an internal journey or internal trip. Shwas Preksha, perception of breath. Sharira Preksha, perception of the body. Chaitanya Kendra Preksha, Chakra meditation. Leshya, Dhyan, perception of psychical colors. Anupreksha and Dhvana, it means contemplative meditation and auto-suggestion. All these main techniques we will discuss in each of the week separately and will try to go into detail covering the scientific and spiritual aspects of this particular meditation. Now we would take just a bird eye view about all these main techniques, what these techniques are. We are not going into detail because the detail will be done when the particular topic comes in particular week. So Vichar Preksha means a perception of thoughts, and this is a very big problem of all people, starting from the child to the old age person. We have so many thoughts in our mind. There is constant or non-stop changing of mind, and we are finding that we are getting so much tensions, stress, or strain because of these non-stop cheatings. So how we can control these non-stop cheating or unnecessary thoughts or negative thoughts or malicious thoughts? So this meditation is very simple to control non-stop cheating of mind. It consists of acting as a spectator in our own mind. Instead of reacting to thoughts immediately, you train yourself to simply notice them and then let them go without interfering or involving. It is a very healing and technique and can help to let go of obsessive thinking and addictions. This form of meditation is crucial in cognitive behavior therapy, a research-based form of therapy that is known for its effectiveness in the Western world. So this is very, what we say, very useful and prime need of all of us to control non-stop cheating of mind. So now the second meditation, which we will discuss in our class, in our course, is Kaya Sir. It is not just a mere relaxation of body, but it is a complete relaxation with self-awareness. So what is complete relaxation? So kaya is a complete relaxation with self-awareness. In this practice, one lays down and focuses one's attention on lying straight. This practice results in separation between your physical body and your inner self. This is the very deep purpose or very high purpose of this practice of meditation. It is most effective method to reduce all types of stress, whether it is physical, mental, or emotional. This practice is done lying down, but can be practiced in sitting or standing posture as well. As you are perceiving here, all Tirthankars, seers and sages, they mostly practice meditation either in sitting posture or in standing posture. But for beginners, we suggest that they can start practicing relaxation or kayasana in lying down posture. The next component of Preksha meditation is Antaryatra, which is known as internal retreat or internal journey. This second step follows relaxation. Meditation needs a good deal of nervous energy, and it is therefore essential to generate it. Sushumna, which is known as spinal cord, is an important part of central nervous system. Its bottom end is in the vicinity of center of energy. In the practice of internal dream, the conscious mind travels from center of energy to center of knowledge. Center of energy is situated in the bottom of the spinal cord or backbone, and the center of knowledge is situated on the top of the head, as you are perceiving here in the picture. And this journey goes through spinal cord. It means you are entering your mind into the spinal cord and raising it up, taking it up to the center of knowledge, which is the top of head, which is known as Sahasrara Chakra, and the bottom part is known as Mooladhara Chakra or Shakti Kendra. This internal trip is repeated several times and results in an increased flow of energy, which is known as Prana Shakti, and this energy flows upward. So we can get higher knowledge, we can know the subtle truths with the help of this upward motion of energy. Repeated practice assists in better generation of nervous energy necessary for further meditational practices. So you have understood that this Antaryatra is also very important to generate sufficient amount of vital energy or nervous energy to go into deeper meditation. The next component of Preksha meditation is Sharira Preksha. It means the perception of the body. In the process of perception of the body, mind's eye is focused on the internal complex of activities, physical activities. Perception of physiological functions assists each cell to revitalize itself, facilitates digestive process, and improves circulation and quality of blood. With our imperfect and fragmented knowledge, it is not possible to directly cognize the permanent substratum of consciousness, but the perception of its modes through chemical and biological changes allows us to experience it. Perception of ever-changing biological transformations in the body is thus a method of experiencing pure consciousness, the substratum, through its modes. So you have seen that this body perception is also a tool of self-realization. We cannot come into the contact of direct pure consciousness. It is the body and physical activities which can help us to reach to the original self. The next and very important practice of meditation is perception of long and rhythmic breathing. In this Preksha meditation, we find practice of perception of breathing in two ways. One is known as perception of long breathing. Other one is known as the perception of rhythmic breathing. So what is long breathing and what is rhythmic breathing? So we would see that it is the perception of breathing is a kind of another form of practicing fraction or perception, focusing our attention completely on our breath. So when we start focusing on our breath, automatically the breath gets landing. And this is called long breathing perception. The second form, which is called rhythmic breathing, this form of meditation results in a very strange form of consciousness, almost feels like an outer body experience. In rhythmic breathing, we try to fix the time of inhalation, exhalation, holding inside and outside. For example, if you are taking breath or inhaling, we are taking 5 seconds for inhalation. We should take the same amount of time in exhalation. By this kind of practice, we get more balanced energy inside the body. We get enough time to exchange for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. We can take good amount of oxygen and can release good amount of carbon dioxide. So these are two main techniques of perception of breathing. We will discuss about their scientific and spiritual aspects when they will be discussed in particular week. Now you would see the very important technique of meditation, which is known as Chaitanya Kendra Preksha. It means Chakra meditation. We have so many center of energies or spiritual energies inside the body. If we focus on them, then we can activate them and we can awaken. And by awakening their energy, we can be spiritually more advanced and also in our career. So Chaitanya Kendra or chakras are centers of concentrated spiritual energies in our body. They are energy centers or this in our body. There are 13 such kind of centers or chakras in our body. Among them, 7 chakras are well known, well read, and that go down our spine are very popular. they are very popular. So meditation to focus on these chakras can help unblock the chakras and release built up energy. They have immense energy, and that energy can help us to get higher knowledge, the knowledge of the subtle truths, distinct truths, and we can have good amount of energy which can help us to boost our physical strength, mental strength, and also emotional stability. It is necessary to be careful while meditating on lower energy chakras, as it can lead to agitation, aggression, and sexual impulsivity. So for the beginners, we don't suggest that they should concentrate on the lower chakras. They should concentrate on upper chakras, starting from the heart up to head. So this is the brief introduction about the technique of meditation, which is known as Chaitanya Kendra Preksha or Chakra meditation. You have seen that there are 7 chakras in the body. The chakras are separated into the upper and lower chakras. So the upper chakras are associated especially with the spirituality and positive emotions and are known as the spiritual centers of our body. So these upper chakras start from the heart up to the head. The lower chakras are considered our physical energy centers. They connected us to our self-image and to the physical world. And these lower chakras start from navel to anus. Now, this is the very, very unique technique of Preksha meditation. It is known as Leshya Dhyan. In this particular meditation, we try to perceive some colors which are inside, and they are known as psychic colors. So it is known as perception of psychic color. So this is the practice which is made to cleansing our aura. In it, one visualizes positive colors to make aura strong and powerful. Sometimes we may not have positive auras. Sometimes we may have very negative aura, and that can also be changed by focusing on some bright positive colors. So the practice revolves around picturing colors associated with psychic energies, and different energies produce different types of colors. So just we have to learn that what kind of color is beneficial and what kind of color is harmful, and how we can change the bad colors or black colors or negative colors for our aura by focusing or by meditating on some positive good colors. In the West, this practice is referred to as seeing auras. At first, it may seem that this is impossible, but after practicing Leshya meditation with some very subtle results, one vows to suspend his or her disbelief in such kind of meditation practices. Anupreksha and Bhavana is again a very important meditation. It is known as contemplation and concentration. This is the practice which is most helpful to come out of wrong conceptions, beliefs, and habits. In this meditation, one reflects on various existential natures of reality, such as impermanence, solitariness. By reflecting on these existential truths, one can begin analyzing what is truly important in his life. This form of meditation reminds us the existential therapy of Western medicine and is an extremely effective way to deal with depression, anxiety, and many other psychological issues. Now, we are coming to the end of the lecture with some empirical results of all these various supportive and practices of meditation. We have found that those who practice these different meditations, they have got some results, good results, and among them, few are mentioned here. These meditational practices help us to get balance between activity and rest, mental resilience, harmony in thought and deed, development of willpower and strength of determination, purity of mind, genuine experience of reality, change of mental attitude, unemotional reaction to environment, change of behavioral pattern, in which we increase tolerance and humility in us, and of course, peace of mind is very common outcome or result of all different meditations. Coordination between the conflicting social interests is also one of the positive results of meditation. Acquisition of extrasensory perception, that is the higher goal of practicing meditation, freedom from addiction to dangerous drugs, etc., by which our young generation is suffering. So it is necessary, if we want to free from all these addictions, we have to practice meditation. Prevention and cure of psychosomatic diseases. Now people are looking for some alternative therapies to become free from the overburden of expensive what we say allopathic medicines, development of personal magnetism, effortless concentration, freedom from nervous and emotional tension. So that is a kind of effortless concentration which we are getting out of the practice of these meditations. So with this, I want to conclude my lecture with some researches which we have conducted at FIU, Florida International University. We have given some meditation to the students who are disabled or the bachelors and masters, and we have done some studies remaining there or working there, and you can see all these researches have been done and published in various journals of USA related to psychology or medical science or physical science or whatever. So just you can see that these different researches are already done. You can also go through those in all researches and can develop your own research with the same one. So I have explained meditation and Preksha meditation along with all the different components of Preksha meditation. And I hope you have enjoyed the lecture. You will read all the materials which have been especially prescribed for the particular week. And you will also see that how meditation can help you to strengthen yourself, your inner self, and also your physical body, emotional and emotions. So with this, thank you very much for listening to me, for your patience. I'm looking for your all the questions through what we say journal activity, and we will be in touch with that particular forum. And Professor Eva is there already. If you have any problem in following any text or you have any question, you can also discuss with her, and you can also connect with me through this journal activity or through email. So thank you very much for listening to me.